Hello, myself Satnam Singh. In this session, we will discuss transport number. In case of Hitard's theoretical device, case second, we have discussed that when two cations move in a given time and no anion moves during that time, then the ions discharged at the respective electrodes are 2. Whereas in case 4, when two cations and 3 anions move in a given time, the number of ions discharged at respective electrodes was 5. We can see that number of ions discharged at each electrode depends on sum of the mobilities or speeds of two ions. According to Faraday's first law of electrolysis, number of ions discharged at an electrode is directly proportional to total quantity of electricity passed through the solution. Total quantity of electricity that passes through the solution is directly proportional to sum of the mobilities of ions. Therefore, quantity of electricity carried by a particular ion is directly proportional to mobility of that particular ion. Transport number is the fraction of the total current carried by each ion if U positive is the mobility of cation and U negative is the mobility of an ion, then transport number of cation T positive is given by current carried by cation divided by total current. That is, T positive is equal to U positive divided by U positive plus U negative. Similarly, we can write the transport number of an ion T negative is equal to U negative divided by U positive plus U negative. Since transport number of cation and transport number of an ion is equal to 1, therefore, if transport number of one ion is known, the transport number of other ion can be calculated. In case 4 of Hittorf's device, two cations move towards the cathode while 3 anions move towards anode in the same time. Therefore, mobility of cation by mobility of an ion is equal to 2 by 3. The concentration around the anode has fallen by 2. Earlier it was 8 ion pairs. Now we have 6 ion pairs. While concentration around cathode has fallen by 3. Earlier we were having 8 ion pairs. Now we have 5 ion pairs. Therefore, fall in concentration around anode divided by fall in concentration around cathode is equal to 2 by 3. Hence, we can write mobility of cation divided by mobility of an ion is equal to fall of concentration around anode divided by fall of concentration around cathode. Since transport number of cation is given by this relationship, Hence, transport number of cation is fall of concentration around anode divided by total fall of concentration around cathode and anode. If we attach copper coulometer in series with the electrolytic vessel, then transport number of cation can be determined from the number of gram equivalents lost from anodic compartment divided by number of gram equivalent of copper deposited in copper coulometer. Current is transported through a solution by migration of positive and negative ions, but the fraction of total current carried by each ion is not necessarily the same. We can see in case of magnesium sulfate and nitric acid, if we take their dilute solution, transport number of cations in magnesium sulfate is 0.38 and of proton is 0.84. Sulfate ions and hydrogen ions transport greater fraction of total current because in their respective solutions, they move faster than the other ion present. If both ions of the solution move with the same speed, each would transfer the same quantity of electricity in any given time across any fixed plane of solution. However, when the speeds of two ions are not the same, then in any given period of time, faster ion will carry a greater fraction of the total current than the slower ion. Transport number of an ion does not depend upon the mobility of that ion alone. It also depends upon the mobility of the other ion with which it is associated. This is the relationship for transport number of cation, and this is the relationship for transport number of anion. This table shows transport number of cations for lithium chloride, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, and HCl. We can see transport number is increasing in this order. If we try to see transport number in case of chloride ions in sodium chloride and HCl, transport number of chloride ion is 0.604. In case of sodium chloride, and transport number of chloride ion is 0.166 in case of HCl. Hence, we can see that transport number of an ion does not depend upon the mobility of that ion alone. This is because mobility of H ions is greater than mobility of sodium ions. Transport number of lithium, sodium, and potassium ions in their chlorides, we have seen, vary in this order. Transport number of lithium is less as compared to transport number of potassium. In these salts, chloride ion is common. One can see that speed of ion increases in this order in aqueous solution. Speed of lithium ion is slowest and that of potassium ion is highest. If we try to see, lithium ion is smallest of these ions and one can expect higher speed for lithium ions. However, it is moving slower in aqueous solution. This is because lithium ion is small size, it has a high charge density and attracts a large number of water dipoles. That means lithium ion is hydrated to the maximum extent. So highly hydrated lithium ion is bigger in size. Therefore, while it has to move under potential gradient, it will move with minimum speed. Speed of lithium ions in aqueous solution is minimum and that of potassium ions is maximum. If we try to compare the speed of protons is highest, we can rationalize this on the basis of Grothus type mechanism where proton migrates along the hydrogen bonding. Transport number change slightly with the increase in concentration unless some complex ion formation takes place. We can see that transport number of HCl, sodium chloride and CdI2 with increase in concentration in case of HCl and sodium chloride vary slightly, whereas in case of cadmium iodide with increase in concentration, it reaches 0. Cadmium iodide transport number of cation decreases from 0.449 to 0 at higher concentration. Some of the cadmium ions form part of an ion and migrate towards anode. Cadmium iodide give rise to cadmium ions plus iodide ions. Cadmium ions move towards cathode. However, at higher concentration, we get cadmium I4 2 negative complex, which move towards anode. So negative value of the transport number of cadmium can be found at higher concentrations. One can rationalize this. Cadmium ions move towards cathode. Iodide ions move towards anode. At a higher iodide concentration, cadmium I4 2 negative is formed. So in cadmium, I4 2 negative starts moving towards anode. So negative value of transport number of cadmium ions at much higher concentrations is due to movement of CD I4 2 negative anion towards anode. What happens is there will be actually increase in concentration around the anode instead of decrease. Thanks for watching this video.